Hello, hello. This is Kristina, your host today, and today's new episode of KSM Podcast, Going Business Online with Kristina. And today I have my special guest, a lady, Keika Kurihara. Keika is far away from Japan, and Keika, welcome to the new episode of KSM Podcast.
Oh, thank you very much, Christina. My name is Keika Kurihara. Thank you for uh, letting me in our
And inviting
your
you.
podcast.
And Keika, thank you so much for joining.
Mhm.
And you were my guest speaker, once. So I think that you are for the second time,
Yes.
guest speaker. And Keika, tell us a little bit about you. Introduce yourself. As I mentioned that you're from Japan, what do you
Mhm.
do, who you are, what you do, and just let us a little bit about you.
Okay. My name is Keika Kurihara. I am a Yojo Charo therapist. You don't know what's the Yojo Charo. Yojo Charo is is Japanese. And Yojo Charo means Chinese medical tea therapy. And what I'm doing is teaching how to use the medical tea therapy. Um, that is our natural and healing method rooted in traditional Chinese medicine. Um, what I do is having a training program. Um, I have the Yojo Charter Certified Association now, and this association offer our comprehensive certificate program for becoming a certified Yojo Charter practitioner. That means they can use the Chinese tea, herbs, like European herbs and Chinese herbs, Japanese herbs, and mixed it together to use as our tea, but they're affected to um, our body. So the program is to design to help their participants understand their health deeply and use our natural methods to maintain both our mental and physical well-being and using our Chinese herb tea.
This is fantastic, Kika. I love what you do, and it's so
Mhm.
useful, it's so helpful, and you help the most. You work with people in Japan. Is that
Yes.
correct? Japanese
Mhm.
people.
Yeah, Japanese people.
Mm. And Keika, what is your background? The KSM podcast, Growing Business Online with Christina. We are here to help and support small business owners, leaders from different industries, especially in online
Mhm.
space,
Mhm.
in online business. But also, when we are offline, also we need to have maybe a web page or website, whatever that people can see who we are when we connect with someone new in a B2B meeting or networking, however. And
Mhm.
what did you do before you start your business journey? And what
Mhm.
triggered you to start working in industry, what to work as a tea therapist?
This business. Um, well, um, the previous job is a real estate company. I was doing a real estate business in Hawaii, and it's very different from this job. And I met this Yojo Chario, the Chinese medical tea therapy in Shanghai. I used to live in Shanghai for 3 years because of my husband's business. And when I visited to Shanghai, when I lived in Shanghai, I was not very in a good condition. And so I had to go to a hospital and I need some kind of treatment in hospital. And at that time, I met Chinese medical doctor, and who treat me my body um, significantly well, and that starting my uh, this Chinese medical tea therapy.
And just imagine, because we are here to show up and share stories, different
Mm,
stories, and you were in one industry, like real estate, and then dramatically changed and shifted your
right,
business journey.
right.
But I know from many of my guest speakers that they
Mm,
really shifted something, and they sometimes said, "My business came to in front of my door, just
mm,
knocking on my door," because or they use something as a either we talk about health products or
mm,
whatever they experienced and help them
mm.
like and experience something and they start doing and as a job as a business as you as and it's very very interesting story what you're sharing at the
Yeah.
moment.
Thank you very much. Yes, I was really amazing that my body is um mentally, physically getting well, so well. And that um impressed me a lot. And I wanted to teach them like like me who has like a even though I went to hospital, they couldn't find out what is wrong, why I'm not so well, why I am so bad condition. They can't tell what's going on in my body. But the Chinese medical doctor can tell why that's happening to me. And at first, I was using the Chinese medicine, but after that, I found out that tea, herb tea, the Chinese tea, the tea I used to drink, it has a medical effect, and it's tenderly changing my body so well. And they have the rule to use that kind of tea. Even the coffee, milks, all kind of ingredients has the medical power to change our body. So to know uh, my health deeply and use the ingredient um, promptly, that helps our body getting well.
And you
So,
saw your changes like
mhm,
after that using that therapy like a
mhm,
medical
yes.
as a Chinese tea as
Mhm.
am I good enough with to share it and you felt better I mean and see your grow how did you grow with that like to shift something in your body and feel good.
Yes. Well, when I uh, my the way I said my body is bad condition is I had a dizzy, the bad dizzy when I woke up. I couldn't wake up because of that kind of very bad dizzy, and I couldn't even wake up in I had to I was in a bed and I couldn't wake up. Really, that's like um I had a because of the dizzy, I had a butt swept a lot and I had a bad headache and sometimes I couldn't eat a lot. I couldn't eat anything and that kind of things happened to me. And but now I can I can sleep well and I can wake up. I don't have a dizzy or I don't have a headache and I that kind of makes me really well. And um, that cause that causes me my skin conditioning is well, and I have I was kind of chubby, but now it's getting on dietary naturally, and that causes really well.
Oh, this is lovely. Congratulations on that. To share your state, to share whatever where was before and after that, and now is better and better. And Keika, can you share with us about what type of those tea we have, like for losing maybe weight losing, or uh, sleeping better, or whatever. Just what that tea can help in health issues to resolve it.
Actually, there is no tea that it's special tea for that. They have their the tea fit for them is different for each individual. Kristina and me, I are different people. We are living in a different country, and we eat a different food, and we speak a different language. The culture different, or everything is different. So even though the tea is fitting me, it doesn't mean the tea fits you. So that I can't tell what makes you the tea better. But they have their they have their ingredient affect you individually different. So what's the best things is they need to know what fit me, what kind of ingredient, what kind of health I have, what kind of body condition I have right now, and they need to take their properly ingredients.
Yeah,
So,
and I understand. Just like disturb you, we are different. We live in different countries, in different areas in the world. I'm in Europe, you're in Japan, eat different food, and as you mentioned, speak different languages, have different traditional culture. So this is individual. I mean, but
right,
we can, and when you work with do you work globally, or you mentioned with Japanese people, and for
right.
example, do you wanted to work with people
Oh, in
overseas,
the world?
outside of Japan? For
Yes,
example,
because
I'm in Serbia, in Europe, or maybe with people in Germany, or with people in Netherlands, or UK, or in America. So that will be your, I mean, is it going to be your intention to work with those people and help them?
yes, they can if they know what is the best things to they have they need to have their own method. Yeah, because I'm Japanese, American has American way, European people need to have a European way, because the European people, European atmosphere, the background, the American background, the Japanese background, Chinese background, everything, everywhere is different. So the Chinese medicine is a very basic thing, the natural world things, the earth things, like the sun and moon is for everybody. We have like and the sun rises in the east, and the sink in our west. That's everywhere. Even though in Australia or Europe or wherever we live, the sun is rounded in our outside out of the earth, and we have we need to
It's
drink
the
water.
same.
Yeah,
It's
this is
the same
everything.
for
The same
all
word. Yeah.
planet.
Yeah, we have the basic thing is the same, but we live in a different country, and the effect is different. So what we need to know what is the effect is what kind of things we need to know and what kind of ingredient we have. So everywhere can use this
Properly.
therapy properly. So
And
the
when you
therapy program
mention that, for
everywhere.
example, you have someone from, and who you mostly work, let's say, talk about Japanese people, and who do you work the most? Like work with women, men, and how people come to you and recognize that you can help them through the maybe how you connect with them, like through the referral marketing or like the word of mouth, or just someone who uses you and still uses your product just to share about it, share their impressions, and that you help them and they just share, spread the word about it.
In Japan, are mostly the medical medical using person like a nurse or pharmacist or a doctor. They know how to treat participants. So they if they know how to use the tea properly, they can use our not only the medicine, the European medicine, but also they can use the natural herbs, natural herb things to help the support their participant much better. So they use that.
I see. I agree with you. But also when you work with clients and you mentioned once, I'm not sure that you run some kind of coaching and teaching about it.
Oh, yes, right.
Let's
Yes.
say let's say school, but something like
Mhm.
that. Am I
Mhm.
right
Mhm.
about it? Can you
Yes.
share with us
Yes.
about it?
Yes, that's right.
Help people
Yes.
to coach them
Mhm.
about tea and maybe how do you coach people, other people, to do what you do as well?
Oh, yes. Yes, and those people are like some people who is our individuals like our pharmacist. They want to use this medical tea therapy as their own business. But when they use our their to expand their own business, it's sometimes so difficult to expand how to use it. Like you asked me, where to find their customers, and they need to expand, advertise their business, right? But right now, the internet is very expand, and it's so many things to our when we search it, there are lots and lots of similar things, in our yeah we can find in our Instagrams or Facebook or whatever in a SNS business. So we need to have the professional coaching to um to learn how to write the right making the right person, right customers to catch them, and how to
How to
expand
write a message or blog
advertising.
post
Mhm.
or social media post to attract the right people
Mhm,
to
mhm.
use that
To use,
tea.
yes, that's why we need our coaching system too. So that's why I joined our Japanese coaching.
This is so good. And also, when you mentioned that you work with Japanese people, you
Mhm.
also wanted to move forward
To our
overseas
world overseas, yeah.
to work with people globally. I
Mhm,
mean, like in
mhm,
Europe or in
mhm.
America or in
America, yeah, in Australia, yeah.
Australia, yeah. And can
Mhm.
you share what and in meanwhile we were talking about it, but in meanwhile you do such a good job and structure something new. Can you share with us about that, especially for people who will listen to this episode with you, just like people in Australia, in New Zealand, or in US or UK, when in Europe, just maybe they will just when they hear this this episode with you, maybe they can connect with you, or if they have some problem issues, or they wanted to know more about Chinese tea.
Okay. Well, they can email me, or they if they can contact you, maybe they
Yes, I
contact
will put
you
all
first, and then
information. You are
mhm,
present on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn as well
mhm,
as Keika Kurihara,
mhm.
or do you have some
Keika Kurihara.
other the
No,
other name of your business? Just
no, Keika Kurihara.
yeah.
And also the Instagrams. I have the Instagrams and Facebook or LinkedIn. That's
Yeah.
where they can, yeah.
And also for all you who listen to this episode, just connect with Keika Kurihara on Facebook,
Mhm,
LinkedIn,
mhm,
Instagram, and she can help
mhm,
you uh, if you wanted to, if you need some help for your health or
mhm.
wanted to know more about and start working that business. I mean, as
As a
for audience. Maybe there are people
audience.
who wanted to learn more
Mhm,
about Chinese tea and they wanted to do what you do, as you mentioned
mhm,
before.
mhm. Yeah, the Chinese tea or Chinese medical tea therapy programs.
Mm.
That's a
And
training programs now.
this is yeah. And when you mention coaching, how do you work? What would be at the moment, for example, when you coach people one to one, one to group? Just share with us, maybe for our listeners to get to know more about it, to have a bigger picture about your coaching program.
Okay, well, um, this this is for the person who prefer natural methods over pharmaceuticals to manage their health and well-being. Using our Chinese tea or ingredients, and like we 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 are using not only the Chinese tea but also our spices like our peppers and salts and like herbs and yeah, those kind of things. So how to we can we have the method for that to know those kind of things. So um if they want to know their holistic method, they can there it's better to have that. And there people experience symptoms like digestive digestive issues like me, or poor circulations, like are having dizzy or those kind of things, to do not require um hospitalizations, like even though they go to the hospital, they don't know that kind of thing, that kind of people who can help. And also when they get their professional advantages, um this is well professional credibilities. So attracting our clients who are interested in traditional medicine and natural healing practice, and are making them as a business using their own country.
Yeah, this
And
and when you mention doctors and nurses and
mm,
specifically for people who are in a medical industry, I mean.
mm, right.
And do you wanted to share other things, maybe to continue, or you? at the moment, if you have something to say, to add something still.
Okay. Uh, I don't know. What's
If you have some specific still to share with us. As I said, there were people who would be so fit for that, like doctors, nurses, maybe pharmacists, but also do ordinary people do that?
ordinary people can use that. Yeah, because
Maybe you mentioned
that
you were in real estate industry and then you shifted.
Mhm.
You've done global shift for yourself
Yes.
and start doing and as therapist and
Mhm.
like medicine, Chinese health medicine to use for
Mhm.
you and to share to help other people.
Mhm. Yeah, this is the method, not the things that they need to drink some kind of a specialty or some. It's not something like that. They want to know. They need to. What I'm telling them is know how to know their body condition prop properly and the what is fit for me, what kind of ingredients, what kind of food, what kind of tea, and what kind of milk, anything that what is a good for good to making their good condition.
But you can, and when you coach and have that method, it doesn't mean that what, as you mentioned, what kind of, food and other things and meals, it doesn't mean
Mhm.
that something would work. You mentioned, just to repeat, you mentioned that something what works for you it doesn't mean to that works for me or for the other people. So it's individually, individually.
Individually, yeah. Because like I don't eat burgers, but American people eat burgers, and so their health condition is different, and actually their DNA and the bacteria they have is also different. So even though the American people eat burgers, maybe it doesn't make their body no worse. But if I eat burgers every day, I get sick. So it's different. Everybody is different.
Yeah, and we are what we eat
Mhm.
and
Yes.
what we
What we
drink.
eat, what we drink, yeah, and makes our future body.
Our
Uh,
body changes every single
our
day.
body changes, yeah, better, worse.
Yeah, this is so true. Yeah. For
Mhm.
example, and you mentioned like a climate area, like what is a cli climate zone, and let's say fish and
Mhm.
whatever live there in
Mhm.
Japan, it doesn't mean that
Mhm.
our same air and same condition for planting, like like in Europe or
Mhm.
and all those plants and fish and all those kind of things are different. So
Mhm. Right. Like I usually eat sticky rice for my main dish. But maybe Christina, you don't eat sticky rice for your main dish, right? Maybe you eat on some kind of bread or like different things that you eat every day. So it's
yes,
different.
different.
Prawns, the seafood, everything is different.
So it's very
And
interesting, so to talk about different meals, different people, and only we have the same sun, like as you mentioned. before.
Yes, but they have their own method that to basic things. Basic thing is same, and the balancing. So that the balancing is not good. Balancing is not really making making good, and we get sick. So what we do is find out your body balance.
And you can do that online, for example, to talk to people using that method to help them. So this
To
is
find out where is not lack of ingredients, or maybe you eat too much something. If you eat too much something, you need to reduce that
or add something new, which is like a missing link for your body. Like you used to eat more, I don't know, vitamins A, B. It doesn't mean just to eat much more apples, but you don't eat something, I don't know. This is like example, and you need to balance it just to, to move. To reduce something which you eat in overwhelm, and then add something which you need to get as a vitamin or other things.
Right. And that's very interesting thing is sometimes the food you eat is affect you good, but if something makes you wrong, like if you're like I said, if you have the digestive issues, maybe you need to change the yogurt or like some kind of milk or that kind of things. Maybe making it better. It's not something like a vitamin or aminos, or not like something like that, but changing some kind of digesting food, your body is dramatically changes.
Yes, and this is also about the food, because as you mentioned, we eat vegetables, fruits, whatever. We need to balance it and to see what that vitamins and whatever minerals we have in that food. Because I think using food which contain that, which contains like any kind of what we need for our body.
Yeah, you think that you like apples and you eat apples a lot, but maybe it's better for you to eat bananas instead, something like that. Even though, they have the same vitamins. If they change the fruits, your body conditioning is start working better.
Yeah.
Something.
So, Keika, we mentioned that listeners can connect with you on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. If just for all of you who like this and wanted to get to know more about balancing food and also helping you with the Chinese medical tea, or just you need something like that you don't feel good and think that Keika can help you, just go and connect with Keika and she can help you, or you can schedule a consultation or just connect with her and she will help you a lot with this. And I really enjoyed today's show, episode and interview, how I can say it. And Keika, before we ramp up our podcast today and call, can you share with our audience like a little bit like a final message if they wanted to start business, or if we talk about health, So if they have some health issues, just to believe in themselves and just to encourage them to connect that health issue to be good in a good health mood, and also work to be healthy to continue growing their business journey.
Oh, um, for those kind of who wanna use as our
Just to try it. Maybe there are people who wanted to start their own business journey. Maybe they can connect
Mhm,
with you to do
mhm.
what you do, or just they have business idea. But we wanted to encourage them just to try. Don't don't give up. I mean
Oh,
for
okay.
listeners. I mean for
Okay.
listeners to
Yeah.
encourage them.
Okay. I understand. Oh, well, my I changed my business actually. Previous job is my real estate business, and I shifted toward this business. And at first, it wasn't working well. I was struggling a lot, and but I didn't give up my job, and I slowly I prepare my business, and are doing the seminar, and speak to somebody my what is good, and how to this Chinese medical is really good, and I keep I keep telling them, and after 3 years, my business is it's settled like this. So even though right now it's so hard for them to maybe showing up on our SNS, or writing magazines, and those kind of things are very difficult for them, even though the very small steps up is making your business growing
Yeah,
up.
but we need to be
Yeah.
persistent. As I
Mhm,
said in my book, Cultures, be persistent, be consistent, be
mhm,
successful. So we
mhm,
have to have our small steps and to
mhm,
believe in ourselves to move
mhm.
forward, because
Yes.
we cannot do it
Should
and
not
expand over the night.
jump up too much. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So we
Yes.
need to be patient. We need to believe in ourselves, but we can believe it if we start doing.
Mhm. Yes. And also, I think, from my experience, I think that uh, it's better not doing business by yourself. Our people
Delegate
around you,
someone, maybe try to
yes,
find your partners.
partners, yeah, the business partner, the best good partners, and they are maybe very um somebody find out, even when you are close to yourself, you can't see somebody, but when you open up, the supporters, the people who is looking at you and seeing you, or somebody is next to you.
Yes, and how we can say it very simple. One, two, three
Mhm,
heads or brains,
mhm,
uh, no more than only one. Just like because
mhm,
we do synergy of two, three, five, four people. When
mhm,
when we start working together as a
mhm,
team, we can
mhm.
spread the word, and we have put a lot of energy in one place, and then start from there.
Mhm. Yes, and we can go forward much
Faster and very with
faster.
quality.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Mhm,
Yeah, yeah, and just this is going to be for a final message. Just don't do it alone. If you see that you couldn't do it alone, just delegate someone, trying to
mhm,
find the partners, contributors in your business, and move from there and start from there, and never give up from your business idea. Either that you were in the real estate industry and then shifted and moved to
mhm.
the China tea, medical tea, like as Keika has done.
Yeah.
Keika, thank you so very much for joining podcast today. It
Thank
was
you very
such a
much.
pleasure having you, and I really, really enjoyed your story. And I
Mhm.
think that for our listeners, if you have any comment, put below the video. That is going to be on YouTube channel, on Spotify audio, on Apple Podcaster, Amazon, and other. Platforms. So thank you again, and see you very much. See you again in new episode. Thank you,
Yeah, thank you
Keika. I
very
wish you
much.
a lot of
Yeah.
success when whatever you plan to do in your business, and move forward. To see you again is such a big,
Mhm.
such a big um, success, and to be so successful in your journey. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for asking me for joining your KSM podcast.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. KSM is still top 20 best to follow. It was in 2022, in 23, it was in 2024, and finally is still in 2025. So I'm super happy with that. Thank you again, and thankful to amazing guest
Thank you
speakers as
again.
you are, and most of them. See you again in new episodes,
See
and
you.
have a lovely day, and bye for now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.